Well, obviously China's the biggest car market in the world, but traditionally hasn't been very focused on luxury cars, and we entered the Chinese market about 10 years ago, but it's only in the last 3 years that we've put a dedicated Chinese team together to take car of the market and really start expanding our dealerships. So we'll be up to 20 dealers within the next year or so, driving the biggest level of growth that we see in the company, 89% growth year on year, and obviously contributing a lot towards the now very profitable mothership that is Aston Martin. So China's very important for us.
Does this send a vote of confidence then in the luxury market here? Because it wasn't so long ago there were concerns about the corruption crackdown, what that would mean for luxury. Do you think that is over, behind us?
Yeah, that's done. That's clear. You can see that in the numbers, both the TIV numbers, the total industry volume numbers, and in our sales. We were never really affected by that because obviously Aston is all about being understated, and so people were still buying our cars. But we've seen this explosion of growth now in China, and we're vying neck and neck for #1 market share here.
Would it get to the point that you would localize production here, given the rules changes that have been proposed?
No, I don't think so. I think part of buying an Aston is buying a little bit of England or Wales in the future. It's all about this handcrafted Britishness, and I don't think that works if you then go and make it elsewhere.
You talked about the importance of the financial side of things here in China, what that contributes overall to the group performance. A lot of focus on the financials for Aston Martin, on expectations that you're gearing up for an IPO. Can you give us a better idea of when that listing might occur?
I've been asked to study various options by my shareholders. We're owned by private equity. I haven't got a definite direction yet, but we're talking, and obviously you'll be the first to hear if we ever decide to go to an IPO.
Thank you for that. You talk about being British made. Would
Yes.
you want to list in the UK, or would you look at markets such as the US?
I think everything's on the table. Obviously we've seen the great success of Ferrari, and therefore that's why one of the options for us is an IPO. But London would be an obvious place, but we're not limited to that, and I'm bringing the list of options to the shareholders so that they can consider what they want to do.
Aston Martin, of course, getting in the electric game as everyone else here is at the Beijing Auto Show. You once told me that you thought electric cars worked better at the high-end, luxury-end models. Of course, this draws on your experience at Nissan as well.
Yes.
Has your opinion changed at all? Do you think the economies of electric vehicles are changing?
They clearly are. You're on the Moore's curve. As volume increases in batteries, obviously the cost comes down. In the luxury end of the business, of course, you've got more margin to play with. You can absorb the cost of the batteries better. And I think from our point of view, we can see a way forward to a profitable electric future. Aston Martin is actually called Aston Martin Lagonda. There's the two brands. Aston is going to be all about V-configured engines and hybridization, and every Aston will have a hybrid by the middle of the 2020s. But Lagonda is going to be pure electric, and it's going to disrupt that duopoly in that sort of Rolls and Bentley market.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.